Hey there, I'm Jesse Godfrey. I'm a creative director and a designer, and I'm here today to talk with you about modular versus custom email design. Which is better? Which will help my email content be more impactful? Which is more sustainable? Trick questions. The answer is actually both. In this post, we'll explore the benefits of modular templates as well as how customizing email content can elevate and separate your high priority communications from your more regular ones. But first, a word on templates. Templates are incredibly valuable for a couple of reasons. They're a huge time saver. Having the ability to set up something once as a visual framework, prevent yourself from having to make the same repetitive styling adjustments or customizations to your email will mean that you have time back to spend on the more important things like the email content itself. Templates also help us categorize our email content and think inside of a structured framework. This helps us plan long-range content and better prepare us for how to craft our sends. But templates can't do it all. A professor in college of mine would always use the phrase garbage in, garbage out to describe how we assume tools can solve our problems. The idea here in the email landscape is that the outcome of using a template is only as good as the content you're putting into it in the first place. So what's the problem? Well, businesses want professional, well-designed content for their emails, but creating a large number of custom work takes a lot of time and effort, and sometimes there's not a strong or tangible ROI. What we do is a little of both. We leverage thoughtful modular templates to avoid spending time reinventing the wheel or grinding through redundant styling tasks, and then we layer custom designed elements. This lets us elevate our highest value emails, or the ones that we want the maximum amount of eyeballs on. So, how can modular design work for you? Take the time to invest in a design system and be consistent. A design system is a collection of reusable components or styling standards that can be used in a variety of ways. If you have a great website, some of this may already be working well for you. An email template can take a lot of cues from your brand presence on the web, and it's likely that some of those web styles can easily translate to email components in your design system. Consider your content needs and have a plan. If you want certain campaigns to have a cross-sell or to drive traffic by category, think of how you can set up a template on the front end that prepares you for those purposes in application. Utilize your email service provider tools to create easy-to-execute based templates for certain kinds of sends. Keep in mind, a one-size-fits-all approach may not work. You may want some sends to be highly visual with lots of content, while others might need to feel simpler and more human. Having multiple templates can help with this. It's also key to build multiple variations of components you'll frequently use to be able to vary them throughout your flows and campaigns. For example, you may use a tiled two-column layout for a shop by category section in some emails, while you may want to utilize a full-width button in others. So, that's modular. Now let's talk a little bit about custom email design and how that can work for you. Be strategic. Does this product or service deserve a higher investment of time and resources for custom work? If it's a tier one product release, yeah, it may be worth investing and may in fact be the more effective way to go. Consider what kind of content can really stand out or surprise and delight your audiences. What can you teach your customers that adds value beyond just a sales or product pitch? For some of our coffee email campaigns, we utilize brew guides and techniques as a way to educate our audiences about types of coffees and processes. And think about how you can visualize this value add content to make it eye-catching and clickable. Infographics, visual storytelling, scales, and guides are all great ways of making custom visuals that feel meaningful. You'll want to build a process. Partner with your creative team members or even freelancers to develop a process for designing content for email. Think about how you might produce video content, storytelling elements, animated GIFs, graphics, etc. Utilize tools to work more rapidly. Applications like Canva, Creative and Figma are all great options for producing visual assets for email. Figma is excellent for slicing and prepping image-based elements for email, while Canva and Creative offer a low barrier to entry design tool that you can use for static or animated assets. You will want to consider the pitfalls. Make sure that your custom HTML design can scale across email clients and meet all the appropriate accessibility best practices. And remember, developing and testing takes time and resources, so don't bite off more than you can chew. So what's the solution here for you? Well, you can have the best of both worlds. The most impactful brands do both of these really well. Having a design system in place with templates that allow for automation and frequent campaigns to remain feasible for you, while also keeping the design and presentation of content fresh and interesting, that's the 1-2 punch. And utilize tools and templates to make life easier, but also have resources and relationships in place to produce great creative content that elevates your business goals. To wrap things up, brands should consider how they can templatize their email marketing while also having a plan in place for unique creative content within their email ecosystem. And make sure you're investing in both of these. Now, scaling all this can be a challenge, and that's where we come in. We can help you take some of the heavy lifting off your plate so that you can keep the wheels turning on your marketing and your business.